You're listening to the Monday Night Community Show with Daniel on BRFM.
This is the Daniel Monday Night Community Show on demand through YouTube. Thank you very much for choosing to listen to us through this method. If you'd like to keep up to date with when I add new interviews, then subscribe to this channel. So we're now going to be joined on the telephone with two guests, and we're going to be talking all about National Spring Cleaning Week. Firstly, thank you very much for joining us. I was hoping you could start off by introducing yourselves.
Right, my name is Jackie McLaren. I'm the director of a company called Little Shop. We manufacture little books of earrings, things for keeping jewellery in its place.
And I'm Simon McLaren, also a director of Little Shop.
So what's the research show to do with attitudes, to do with mess in our area?
Right, well the research has revealed that 38% of you are feeling very sort of demotivated by the amount of mess and clutter that we have to live with in our homes. And 29% of people in your region feeling depressed about this. Quite sad, really, when you think that it's all in your own hands. You know, if you live with mess, you live with the ability to clear it up, quite frankly.
It's also interesting that nearly a quarter of the population blame their partner for the untidiness.
Yeah, quite surprising. You'd think that if people were getting down and depressed through untidiness at home, perhaps they'd try and clear up. Do you find that untidiness causes problems in relationships?
I think it does cause friction. I mean, even the smallest or the most mundane of things. I mean, our company got going because I'm a garden designer by trade, or I was. And if you're covered in compost, my way of feeling like a girl was to wear earrings. I had an awful lot of earrings, but it was driving me mad every morning, tipping a box out into the middle of the bed, trying to find a pair. And it was the repetitiveness of it all that was driving me mad. And, you know, when I feel fed up and can't find things, I do tend to take it out on the people around me. I think it's just natural if you're doing the same thing over and over again. So I think mess, clutter, and not being organised definitely impacts on the people around you.
So as we've had National Spring Cleaning Week recently, what top tips do you have for doing a good spring clean?
Well, I think, you know, it highlights the point, you know, having a spring cleaning week, but I think it's habits that you get into all year round that really makes a difference. But it's a good jumping off point. But I would say if you've got a place for everything, and put everything in its place, it clears the decks, it makes a spring clean or any sort of cleaning an awful lot easier than if you have to go around picking up and putting everything away first before you actually get down to the business of cleaning. It can sort of cut the time in half.
So I suppose really it's a good thing having a good big spring clean, but it's no good if you sort of slip back into your old ways and things get back untidy. It's one of those things you've got to keep on top of it.
It's always a risk, isn't it?
Absolutely. I mean, it's the old adage, isn't it? Little and often. If you pick something up, instead of just putting it down, put it back where it's got to go, and then you don't have to do it again later. It takes a couple of seconds to put something away, whereas if you leave tons and tons of stuff out, it takes an awful lot longer to put it all away before you have to start cleaning things.
So is it a good thing perhaps when you have a big spring clean that you plan ahead a little bit and sort out where you're going to put everything? Because I know myself, you have a big tidy up and 2 weeks later you find you can't find the things you need, and perhaps it's a good thing to sort of plan long term so you don't end up in that situation.
Absolutely. I mean, that was the whole reason that our business came about, because I wanted somewhere that was quick and easy to keep jewellery and pendants and earrings, that would be easy to find, that you almost wouldn't think about. You'd go to it, you'd open it, you'd find the earrings that you wanted or the necklace, you'd put it on, you'd wear it, you'd come back, you'd shove it back in the book, and it was there next time that you wanted it. It's the same with everything. You know, if you've got somewhere to put your keys, you come in the door, you shove your keys in the drawer, you shove it in a basket, you put it, you know, on a hook in the cupboard. You know exactly where to find it. And it's these little things that become a habit that you do without thinking, that it's the little things that actually turn into the big things that make a difference.
Yeah, it's interesting that that half of the population, the men, say that they're untidiest in the house, which is quite odd. I think there's a difference. There's a difference between being untidy and being dirty. I mean, I'm quite an untidy person. I tend to leave things lying around, but luckily I've got a wife who
goes round and tidies them away.
All afterwards.
But I think one of the staggering things for me that this research has highlighted is that 69% of us don't change bed linen on a weekly basis, and 52% of us don't clean a bathroom weekly. Although, again, staggeringly, 49% of us are fully aware of the health risks of, not having a clean bathroom or, a clean kitchen. It's quite confusing, actually. We all know these things, but we don't actually cope with them as and when it's the easiest time to do it.
I suppose it's one of those things, it's not you really hear the research and you sort of think about how you clean. You realise perhaps you're not cleaning up as much as you need to, as much as you thought you actually are.
No. I mean, another classic one is that people will go around and dust, but then they put the dirty duster back in the cupboard. So all they're doing is just redistributing the dust as opposed to giving it a good shake or, putting the duster in the wash pot and getting the thing washed. You're just distributing dirt. It's just little things like that can make a big difference.
So where can our listeners go to find out a little bit more?
Well, the first port of call will be our website, which is littleshopof.co.uk. All sorts of information on there, blogs, what was the other thing?
And product information.
Product information and that sort of thing on there, and also a list of our stockists can be found on there.
Mm-hmm. And also our Twitter feed as well. You can go on to @LittleShopOf Limited.
Well, if you're happy we've covered everything, I'd like to thank you very much for talking to me here on the Daniel Monday Night Community Show on BRFM Bridge Radio.
Lovely. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.